and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in round 197. We killed 100 infantry and 200 walkers. We have 4 decisions awaiting us. Moral high standing for one of those events. Completed the trimmer gun 2, so we're off to discovering more stuff. Some Subterranean sensor. Okay. I don't think this is going to get much cheaper, so we'll take the Secret Service Council. What do I want to develop upon? We probably do want to keep this working. Truck wouldn't be too bad, I think. I suppose first we can check with the models. So you've still got more redesign, and we just... Oh, we haven't even upgraded to the machine guns to 3 yet. I should do that. Truck does make sense, yeah. We've still got steel plating on the buggies, so we could technically go up to polymer armor on them. Well, this is all we've got designed? Or am I missing some? Yeah, so I think it's the truck and the buggies are what we're going to upgrade. I suppose we can technically do assault guns as well, but... so truck's easy. Come build upon the green bus. The current one has the light diesel engine. We can significantly, at the cost of significantly upgrading the fuel, get a lot more engine power. That's what we're going to do. Moral high standing, yes, has priority to be dealt with. Got critical success. Still had people die. But it is what it is. +1 mind. Either way, it's +1 mind, and either way we succeed. So we'll take the cheaper one and get the +1 mind. I'm not interested in the government, so we definitely don't need the higher government reward. Okay, we lost the road there.
Yes, sir, we're definitely taking gunfire. Run! Enemy spotted. Mission successful.
That's probably going to get more and more frequent as we move down that path.
Mission successful. Going in. Mission successful.
Okay, let's take control of this road. This is likely only going to push them back into the city.
All clear, sir.
Yeah, I think there for the crossing point's going to make sense. We're going to cross there. Okay, this might not be the best going straight up the coast. I'd rather be a little bit further inland. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're going to wait until next turn anyway. In which case, then it can be inland, so we'll be fine. Yeah, so we get those guys caught between them and them, get them destroyed, and get to the other side there, and we'll lock ourselves in for all this territory being ours. Although Davidsfort is up to here, so they're going to start spilling out into that area. some more spies out.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Oh, I should not roll this until next turn. Next turn we'll have a director of the spy facilities. And they'll do a much better job than an empty seat. An empty seat's got minus 25. Anyone in the seat does better than minus 25. Grab a senior.
Yes, sir.
Grab a talent.
Yes, sir.
This way we have some benchmen, people on the bench to fill the slot. Oh, and I'm remembering about the mining. Are we empty anywhere? No. Although we got like 1 turn on Chrome Mountains oil. Which actually probably means this is a good turn to play it. Chrome Mountain, strat card, peripheral mining.
Order received.
And we haven't done this right yet. Okay.
Enemy spotted. Easy. Go, go, go. Do no harm? Yeah, right.
Okay. Roads established, roads expended. I think we're good to go. Oh, I should deploy those colonists. Deploy them as workers
yes, sir.
here.
Roger that, sir.
I'm gonna build the social housing and the worker housing.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that,
Just to keep the
sir.
city a little happier. Otherwise, I think there's no other delays with construction. Yeah, everything's going well. Everything looks like it's going well, yeah. Immigrating to Boutienne. Okay, so the housing actually gives a good modifier for apparently migration. Good to remember in the future. So if I want to encourage migration, we probably want to build government subsidized housing. Fair enough. And I don't think I have... Well, I might have enough metal. How much would it cost? 375 a turn. Okay, I'm gonna splurge. We're gonna start on a second one of those. Over here. This one's gonna pay off sooner because it's gonna build fast. Well, yeah, it was gonna pay off sooner. Although it's not gonna pay off as much, right? The exponential growth on this is real strong. Although this one can only go up to 5, so it's going to go up to 4 in 5 turns, and we'll probably run it up to 5. And that'll help provide a decent amount of power. And then we have the high-tech industry coming in, which is going to provide us with more than enough high-tech industry, at least for the near term, because it's going to provide 5 a turn. And even with volcanic energy going, which is 1, and the high tech, which is 2. Right. 5 is basically, unless we're building high tech industry, that's 5 high tech buildings. So once that's done, we'll start on soil demineralization. We'll basically run soil demineralization and the power side by side. And yeah, and if we need water, we can do water purification anywhere we got access to rivers or water. So we'll probably do it here, for example. And at some point, I need to build up the port, which is a lot of metal, a lot of industry. Although in theory, we got enough surplus. I'm going to do a splurge. We're going to start upgrading the port as well. See how that goes. Okay, let's cycle that turn. Okay, coming around into the non-aligned turn, which is usually shortly before ours. Should be coming up shortly on ours here. There we go. Round 198. We killed 200 infantry over the end turn, and we have 9 decisions. The organic furnace in the capital is gone because we've run out of forests. Completed the development of Green Bus 2. Discovered medium 1-engine aircraft. And advanced sensors. Okay. Energy Lance. Warp Tech. Okay. Young Turks have a clever idea. Agree with the reallocation of credits. New counselor for the Secret Service. So we got a Cap 2 with 56 cover up, so he's probably just got enough for the job. It is a war skill, so really to make him better, we need more war. This is probably the senior, hence the really old person who has decent cover ups. The alternative would be to try to re-roll to get over to this guy. I don't think that'll be a problem. We'll just take the Cap 2 one. Good enough for the job for the start.
Copy that. Yes, sir.
I think I'm going to do Walker Hydraulics so that we can potentially try to discover battle dress at this point. Pass on the customizations.
Roger that, sir.
Zones. We maybe have one more turn. We can delay that probably for our turn. I'm just going to snitch it now.
Order received.
23,000 was added. The cost of 1 ease of mining. Search for a special item. What is their current opinion with us? I think... No, that's the Director of Foreign Affairs. They're at 90. We have no need of it. I'll give it to them. I'll get us back up to 100. With them. Anyway, let's see if we can make a viable blueprint for the medium 1 engine aircraft. So the medium 1 engines, I tend to make my fighter bombers. So when I carry something like the heavy rockets, and still probably the twin charge Gauss. Question, of course, is it going to be turboprops or jet engines we're going to run? Okay, so that's not enough fuel. Doesn't surprise me that we might need to go up to a little more engine. Okay, now we just need enough fuel to get off the ground. 2 hexes, 3 hexes, 5 hexes. 8 hexes. 12. 16. Okay, so we got a 16 hex ranged fighter bomber here. It shouldn't be too bad for a medium 1 engine aircraft. Carrying heavy rockets, so this isn't the heaviest of anti-tank weaponry we can get, but this will probably do for what I want. I think technically goes up to very heavy. Yeah, brand new design. Base, from blueprint, 16 hex range. We make it a little bit high, a little bit low. It depends on what we roll, blueprint-wise. roll IRL, I suppose. Tech-wise, what is the propeller efficiency up to? 44. Probably when that's done, we should probably move you like off to aerodynamics or something. So we're at the point where we can start to roll on these guys. Let's try this turn. And we succeed on the first roll? So I think what just happened there. Yep, the game is definitely lagging. There we go. Success. They have joined us. So we're going to do construct sealed road as far up as we can get it. So we can't get it all the way, but we can get it all the way to there. That's as far as we can get it there. The next thing is, if I don't need all this metal, and I kind of do need the metal, is to get the rail going as far as we can roughly get it. And we can get the rail all the way up to there, okay. Yeah, that definitely did a number on the metal, so I should be buying more metal. Getting through the teeth to get more metal. Interesting. Someone there? No. Surprise? There's probably someone... There's someone in here somewhere. There we go. I know there's somewhere here. We'd be getting a whole lot more territory if there wasn't anyone there. Okay. It's in motorized.
All clear,
And
sir.
there they go. That batch is defeated. So this is the struggle of the high mountains. Low mountains over there. So we should be able to get this guy encircled and get him crushed in that spot. Although it's just a matter of time and movement to do that. So next turn we should be able to extend this the rest away to the city. And we can probably get the militia here to spread out to secure the road a little bit more, freeing up the professional troops once that's done. And yeah, so at the beginning of this turn, we were up to 19.1. That should send us just shooting up, rocketing up on the victory score. Although probably not enough to be within a winning distance. We could technically get a victory pact with the Nelson State and Zethro Commune, so we could pick up another 13.4 victory score via diplomacy. That might be how we go ahead and just win it, because we're that close to victory. And not necessarily needing to fight people, I think it doesn't make sense to drag it out by trying to fight to the bitter end.
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
Okay, drove them back into the sea. Although they could always come back ashore again. Those guys are where they are. Out at sea.
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful.
Okay, I'm going to brute force with a little bit of a dirt road off here to have logistics going up there. And then we're not going to extend the sealed road very much this turn, but get a little bit more there for going around the bottom of the mountain. And yeah, if we can, we'd like to control all this forest. Maybe not particularly valuable from a victory point standpoint, but we've got old miner's cave here, and 400 people that we can take over if we're patient enough and quick enough. We did have a construction delay here, probably due to not enough workers on the housing.
Roger that, sir.
Was that the only delay? Yeah, it was just that was the only delay. Okay. That's not too bad. You proceed at speed, proceed at speed, proceed at speed. Running a little bit of a metal deficit, so I really shouldn't be building anything more until we're back in the positive. Okay. I did have a Corp Tech. Can't afford the Corp Tech. Okay. We paid too much for the unification. Fair enough. Let's cycle the turn then. Okay, coming around to the non-line forces turn, so we should be back around to our turn fairly soon. Already seeing some threat to our new highway to the danger zone, basically. We'll see how much logistics we have down there. We might be able to strategically redeploy. I forget which brigade this is, but we can redeploy this brigade pretty quickly over there, I think. Give us a little bit more foot troops. While we're waiting for the road to enable troops to come down from the town. Solus Estate, round 199. We killed 1,000 infantry over the intern. We have 5 decisions. Construction-wise, were there any delays? No. Well, yeah, no delays. The things that were delayed have finished. Okay. We'll take mine.
Affirmative.
And the zone decision will give into the workers their
Yes, sir.
demands.
Roger
From
that, sir.
thieves,
Copy that.
full support to mitigate it. Zone upgrade,
Order
sure.
acknowledged.
And then zone order this is the new zone. Worker salary, recruit sign-up bonus. Colonist sign-up bonus. And once the zone likes us enough, we would like to recruit and accept colonists from it.
Order acknowledged.
Sealed road the rest of the way to the town. No concern there. Then rails the rest of the way to the town, and no concern there. Okay. Town obviously is going to need its own railhead.
Order acknowledged.
And I should check the action points on the rail. $160, that's pushing it. Yeah, we're gonna probably need to up the rail somewhere in the middle. Oh, of course, I can't check out this far because it wasn't that far to start with. Fair enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to upgrade the rail somewhere in the middle. It might... What's the jump per hex? 4? It might make it all the way to the town as is, but it's gonna be real strained. Okay, so around about there. To make that work, I need that zone to be not in the new city, not in Polytown. It needs to be in the old town, so we've got the logistics between it and the worker source.
Roger
We'll start
that.
building a rail station here. Based on that, I probably want to build a truck station there as well. Yeah, probably in the same hex. We'll build a truck station as well.
Roger that.
The truck station will be done sooner, and then we may need another truck station somewhere in here. Less concerned about that for the moment. Okay, not going to spread out too much. We're just going to secure what we can on the road. We're going to slowly sort of work these guys down until we get our guys meeting up in the middle. Okay, so we know there's a hostile up here. So I'm going to split a sealed road off of here. And then we'll sort of work down and up into this area. And we know there's a hostile in here. The ruins are currently under our control, so this is a good time to roll various cards, like archaeology. Well, I'm going to take the warp deck first.
Order received.
A heavy guided RPG has been delivered.
Order received.
Common find. Don't have enough for the roll for the other site. Was neither of those. Okay. Probably means there's a scavenge site somewhere. There's the common one. So 3 different sites that weren't checked. Knowing my luck, the other 3 are probably empty. It's probably just the one common site. I tend to get the luckiest with scavenge when I'm not looking for scavenge, actually. Tends to be my experience.
Open fire! Open fire! Mission successful. Mission successful.
Okay, we're apparently having... This looks like it's signs of, yeah, logistical delivery issues. We'll probably run off the end of the action points then, if that's the case. Yep. Okay. Actually, no, I probably saw that in a traffic signs. So... There would work. If I just want a truck station. Yeah, let's just roll there. That'll work.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Yeah, if that's the case, we should probably not really do too much expanding. Because otherwise we're just going to make the logistical situation worse. I say as I continue to make the logistical situation worse.
Enemy spotted. Report.
There we go. Figured out where the problem is. Combat-wise.
Go, go, go. Easy.
Yeah. We need that truck station to finish. And yeah, I think all the construction otherwise is going fine. We just queued a bunch of stuff up, so we got a bunch of potential problems that could go wrong. But social housing done, working housing's done. I'm tempted to upgrade those again, but we'll leave them at level 1 for the moment. Some point we might just want to go around building them everywhere. Volcanic plant, 3 turns. High tech, 1 turn. Port, 2 turns. The new volcanic plant, 2 turns. And the new stuff. Okay. Prospecting. Surprised. Oh, well, the new zone, obviously. That's the only zone where we've got prospecting expected. Mine level, coming up quickly on probably needing to do oil in York, and then maybe metal in Adamsmark. The rare earth metal is when it's empty, it's empty. And then victory overview, that did throw us up. We're up to 22.8% victory score, with 38% of the population and 7.5% of the planet. At this point, I think we got enough power. I'm going to go around, and the bureaucratic centers we turned down to save power earlier, I'm going to turn back up. You're already on 5. I apparently didn't turn you down. Okay. You're... well, I probably didn't turn you down on purpose. You got turned down. Turn you up. You got turned down. Turn you up. And then you got turned down. Turn you up. What about in the capital? Did I do the capital one? I don't think I did the capital one. I did the capital one. Turn you up as well. That's going to give us a lot of bureaucracy, which help with tech spread and such. More colonists here as workers.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Oh, and strategic redeploying these guys. Do we have the capacity to get you where I want you? At least 1. Two. Now, in some ways, this is pretty easy, because it's basically truck to the rail to the delivery point. And it's always nice to have excess rail, so I tend to keep excess rail around for this purpose. Oh, and you are finally the one that runs out of logistics for. Okay. You have it there. You do. Okay, so it was the trucks that were running out, not the rail. Good to know. Oh, the rail is almost running out as well. There we go. And then they should be able to come in and deal with that problem pretty easily. Bring up the vehicles to go out and around the mountain and bring this area under control real quick. Okay, I think that's a good place to cycle the turn. If we were going to cycle the turn, we're coming up in the hours. So this is where we're going to put the part break in. We're up to 22.8% victory score. We're definitely in the lead. We've got a long way to go on winning, and most of that is getting raw planet. We need to own more of the planet. Maybe don't need a lot more of the population, right? We can get a victory pack to the Nelson state, and them plus us is half the population. What we're missing is planet. We need to unify the planet, sort of unify the planet under our control, and that's how we win at this point. And Zethro is even coming up, right? So Zethro, Nelson state, we can get like 13% more victory points. So that's getting us up to about 35 victory percent. So we're still looking at like, we need another 15% victory score. The easiest place to get that is almost certainly the planet. There's so much uncontrolled planet. To be fair, there's actually quite a bit of uncontrolled population. We're 38%. The next three combined are another 35%. So what, 73? Say that's 7%, so 80 plus 7 more again, so 87. So there's 13% of the planetary population that isn't controlled. Right? There's a whole Nelson state of non-aligned, well, Nelson state of minor nations out there with people in them to take over. And then a bunch of the planet. So much planet to take over. It's mostly empty space out there, based on our reports. Oh, and I suppose if we're in the turn, we have a mission that is get more intelligence in the world. So let's put the spying director out there and do some spying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we got 12 spies there. That should give us good reconnaissance. And then there,
Yes, sir.
12 more spies. Should give us some pretty good reconnaissance over the next couple turns. And then, of course, we're going to have to keep doing that. Keep exploring more locations with spies to get that reconnaissance goal. And this is where we're going to put the part break. This is the status of the techs. There's definitely some more techs I want to be picking up, right? The automation techs. Industry, mining, automated logistics, all real nice. In energetics, laser's good. Propulsion, high-speed rail is good. Well, specifically, we want the laser guns. We don't really care about their laser rifles, but the laser guns. Really. And then Walker hydraulics, so we can get battle dress. Once we get battle dress in the automations, we could probably find heavy battle dress, which is real good as well. And yeah. And then victory score, yeah, we're up to 22.8%. And Empire dashboard. Oh, that's the game building, or game version. Okay. And we're up to word score 70. And this is basically the end of round 199. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow, assuming the next recording session goes according to plan. If you're watching on Twitch, let me tab out so I can bring up the schedule. This is we only recorded 4 parts today. The next stream will record 5, and the next stream of Shadow Empire on the 21st will record 5 parts, so I can take Christmas off. The upcoming schedule is tomorrow is Terra Invicta. Friday is Strategic Command World War I. I suspect we might finish up the war tomorrow on tomorrow's stream. Saturday will be Victoria 3. Probably finishing up the USA run. Probably got 3 to 4 parts left in it, depending upon the lag. But we're going to finish up the Victoria 3 run in that stream. That'll be the 20th, the 21st, which is when we'll be resuming this. We'll get 5 parts in. so that we don't have a recording issue, because I'm going to take Christmas off. So we'll do a 5-part record on that. Otherwise, I think we've already recorded 5 parts for Strategic Command, recorded 5 parts during the previous recording session. We recorded 5 parts Strategic Command, and the previous recording session for Victoria 3 we did 5 parts. We only did 4 today because I need to get up fairly early tomorrow. So we'll do the 5 parts on the 21st instead of today. Tomorrow we'll probably do 5 parts in Turn Victa. And then everything will basically be delayed 1 day going through Christmas, which is obviously the 25th. Which will catch YouTube back up. So if you're watching on YouTube, there should be stuff on the 25th. Although we haven't recorded that far ahead yet. Usually I'm only... the end of the stream, I'm only 2 days ahead. And in the moment, I should only be 2 days ahead. So the next recording for this one should be on the 21st, which means if you're watching this on YouTube, this should be the part from the 23rd. So if you can't wait to see the next part and you're watching on YouTube, you can probably sneak over to Twitch and watch the Twitch VOD, as the Twitch VODs do stay up on Twitch for 14 days. So you should be able to sneak over there and watch the old VODs if you can't wait for the next part. I do record this live to Twitch in the username willcall, and then record it locally for upload to YouTube under the username willcall100. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably reliably getting 1080p at 60 frames per second, whereas Twitch is getting whatever the internet can supply at a given time. And at the moment, I'm getting some indications that Twitch may be getting slightly throttled frame quality. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wish you all the best of luck and a good time. We are basically going to end here at the end of round 191. If you're watching YouTube, there should be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to leave the stream up for a couple minutes after in the YouTube recording, so you can get any comments responded to if you want to get comments responded to while this is live. With that, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.